Hey, what's happening? DK here reporting for Pound of Wonder. It's another beautiful day here in Sydney, Australia. As you can see, the sun's out despite the fact that the weather app said it was going to be cloudy. I'm just out here at my local park trying to get my 10,000 steps in. So far I think I'm about maybe, 1,000, so another 9,000 to go. It's finally winter here in Sydney, Australia, and let me tell you, it's no joke. Winter in Australia can be pretty brutal, cuz look how massive the sun is. I mean, doesn't look it in real life, but on video it looks like it's the size of Jupiter, cuz. So right now I'm trying to warm up at my local park. It's not too bad, it's quite good. It's not freezing or anything. But, okay, that's enough of the weather and the temperature. I'll move on to the next topic. Right now you can't tell by the size of the giant sun behind us. Like I said, it's not that cold, but I don't know what it is. It just seeps into your bones and you just feel like going into hibernation for the next 3 months. I mean, even though on paper it's around 17 degrees, night times and mornings can be pretty cold. It literally penetrates into your bones, you know what I mean? To be honest with you, I've been pretty lazy with my level of movement. So since last week, I've made a conscious decision to get minimum 10,000 steps in every day. And once I'm used to those 10,000 steps, in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna go back to the gym and try to get some weight training in as well, 3 to 4 times a week. What am I doing right now? I'm kind of practicing and filming myself talking. I've just started on this vlogging journey. It's not as easy as it looks. I mean, walking and trying to come up with things to say on the fly, it's an art form in itself, With this whole vlogging thing, my biggest fear was what if someone sees me and finds it cringy and kind of has a go at me, but who's gonna do that? They could see it as a cringe, but they can just keep it to themselves, you know what I mean? So I'm over that little mental hurdle, and there's still about 99 millions to go. So I'll keep you posted as I post these. So tomorrow the weather is meant to be much clearer than today. Not that today's cloudy or anything, it was meant to be, but it's pretty good. But tomorrow is meant to be really sunny. So I think I'll go to the city. I think I'm ready to take the plunge and talk to myself, or to you really, whoever is watching this, around the city. Sydney CBD. I'll just walk around and see what I see, talk about things I observe, things that pop into my head and whatnot. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've started this channel like 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But I left it without doing much for it for a long time because I didn't know where to start. But the last 6 months or so, I made a conscious decision. So I looked into the art form of vlogging, of talking to yourself in public. Any random thoughts or talking about things that you see on the fly. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, where was I? When I first started this whole vlogging channel, got about 349 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I believe. Anyway, when I first started, I was like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna be entertaining, I'm gonna be sick, I'm gonna be awesome. Bro, it doesn't work like that. It's like with anything, you have to start from crawling, then you have to start learning to walk, and then jog, and then stumble and start again. You know what I mean? Like I said, the last 2.5 weeks I've been putting solid daily practice and mental practice into it. I think the muscle memory of vlogging is starting to kind of activate itself, and you know what, I actually like it. But you have no idea, the first time I saw myself on the screen, on the camera screen, bro, it's the most terrifying, petrifying thing you can ever experience. You just look like someone that's like, I don't know. And I was cringing myself. But 2.5 years later, and just, you know, mentally going over it over and over in my head, I think I'm finally doing it. It's not even, I'm ready. I've been ready for 2.5 years, but I'm actually physically doing it right now. I've done about 2,500 steps, so a long way to go, bro. So let's just continue to get to know each other, huh? It's starting to get a bit warm now. I'm getting a bit of sweat going, but bro, I've been finding it really cold the last 2 weeks. So I'm just keeping the hood up and just trying to get the body temperature up. But really, you can really get by with t-shirts and shorts right now. It's about 20 degrees it feels like. But me, I get cold in winter. I don't do cold weather, cuz. So what are my plans for the next, you know what? Until end of June, I promise you, I'll be making a video every day with the goal of publishing 3 to 4 times a week. I was gonna do daily, but I kind of decided against that for a few reasons. I don't want to burn myself out, and I don't want you to look at my head every day and just kind of get sick of me. But for the next you know, 2 to 3 months, starting this week or starting next week, my goal is to film every day and publish around 4 times a week. I'm just walking back and forth up and down this little oval part of the park for a few reasons. I find it comforting instead of just going to random places as I'm talking to myself. There's few people around that just kind of keeping to themselves, you know what I mean? So I'm still a baby in this journey. So this area is like my safety blanket, you know what I mean? So tomorrow I'll leave home at about maybe 11, get to the city by 12, and I'll film like my life depends on it. Because right, you know, now I'm kind of comfortable talking into the little screen on my GoPro to you guys, but I just need the physical stamina to walk for like 3-4 hours, just like filming, you know, talking to yous and just talking about things. That's what vlogging is. There's no real magic to it, but you just need to get the reps up, that you need to have the body of work. That's my plan for the remainder of the year and beyond. So the kind of channel that I'm trying to build, I guess, is I like to make those travel vlogging channels, but obviously I don't have any sponsors or any budget for it, so I'll stick to Sydney and areas that are close to me. So it still kind of feels like a traveling vlog with a sprinkle of food vlog. I used to struggle with you know, getting energy in winter months, but just realized you get energy by moving, you know. So I've been walking back and forth this park for the last, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I feel like I'm getting some energy, bro. Anyway, check out those streaks in the sky, by the way. I don't know if it's chemtrails or contrails, who knows. Okay, so why have I started this vlogging journey? It's not for money, although I hear that it's pretty good, but it's the freedom. I wanna do things on my own terms. I can't hack any more 9 to 5. Okay, you may ask, why have I embarked on this vlogging journey? It's not for money, though. If you're a successful vlogger, the money apparently is quite good. The main reason is freedom. I can't hack any more 9 to 5, bro. I really can't. Not the work. I don't like workmates and people above me telling me what to do. That drives me up the wazoo. Know what I'm saying? So I like to wake up in the morning and just do what I want. Not just do what I want, do what I like to do, and those are to go wherever I want, whenever I want, you know, answer to no one, you know what I mean, ask for no permission, because I am the permission, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, in order to get there, you need to be your own boss, you need to be your own slave. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm learning to take my own orders. I'm learning to give my own orders. You know what? This was meant to be just a practice session, just for me to look at myself on the screen. But I've decided to publish this. So when I get home later today, I'm gonna stitch it all together, and I'll post it later tonight around 7 o'clock Sydney time. If I have to give any advice of what I know so far with vlogging, it's very mental and very physical. Mental in the sense that you have to keep your brain fired up whilst you're doing it. You have to get into like a flow state where nothing matters and all you do is just talk, but in a kind of a meaningful or entertaining way. And also it's physical because it's a lot of walking, bro. I don't like the whole podcasting format where you just sit down and just listen to someone ramble on for 3 hours. This is kind of a podcast, I guess, but you know, against a nice backdrop. You wait till I go to the city and show you around tomorrow. Like I said before, vlogging is like going to the gym. You have to get the reps in, you have to pump out the volume. If you just sit at home hoping that something will happen, bro, nothing will happen. You have to get out there, face your demons, face your fears, and just kind of start doing it. Bro, Sydney goes off in summer months from around early November till end of March. It's like a party town. I can't wait. That's still about 5 months away. But till then, I'm trying to weather this winter. Was that cinematic? Well, I hope so. Check out those trees. Look how beautiful and well kept they are. They're magnificent, bro. Anyway, I think I'm starting to get comfortable in front of the camera. vlogging's a funny art form because you're kind of like the presenter slash actor. You are your own cameraman and you are your own director. You're doing all these three things, and a cinematographer. You're doing all these three things on the fly as you're going by, as you're walking around, looking at things, which I think is beautiful. It's sort of like writing, except it's more physical. Let me tell you about the equipment. The cameras are getting better and better. You don't need a bloody $30,000 Alexa RE, whatever they're called. I'm using a GoPro 11 right now. It's a 3-year-old camera, and it's amazing. It's as good as all the latest ones. And because of the size of the camera, it's pretty discreet as well. You don't look like you've got a massive rig walking around filming people. Most people don't even realize as you're walking by because everyone keeps to themselves, and you don't draw any attention to yourself. So I could just use this, hold it to myself, to my face, and people just sort of look at you for half a second, think you're just talking on a phone, Right now my greatest challenge is to get the stamina and the cardio up, so I can mentally walk around the city or whatever the location for 7-8 hours, getting the footages. So that's my plans for next year. So for the next 12 months, I'll build up a bit of a following, a bit of audience base, and then after that, from this time next year, I'll be doing a lot of traveling, literally overseas traveling, and hope that nothing major happens that stops me from doing it. And then just rinse and repeat, just keep learning from what I do, just by researching and looking at what other vloggers are doing online, on YouTube, wherever, and just keep learning. Because I wish I had this when I was, in high school. Then I'd already be a famous vlogger. I don't know, that's a bit much. Relax, DK, relax. I've been doing this intermittent fasting for a few years now, and I'm finally getting some results. It's not like people are like, oh, you do 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, and you'll start shedding your weight straight away. That's not the case. Your body kind of gets used to things that you do to it. It takes a long time for you to see any results. Well, that's what I believe anyway. So the plan for the remainder of the year is to try to get the minimum number of subscribers required to monetize. I'm kind of getting there, but I have to be more consistent. But next year, from this time next year, I like to make videos overseas. I like Europe, I like America, western, southern part of Europe, France and Spain, Italy. And in terms of America, I love the East Coast, West Coast, I like Los Angeles and New York City, Florida. So I'll go to those places to make vlogs for use. I'll do some research on unique places that people haven't seen. But until then, I'll look for unique places in Sydney that no one's seen. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna I'll walk around and see what I see and report it back to you guys. Ooh, I'm getting some pump now because I'm sweating under my hood, but I'm keeping it on to try to keep the body temperature up. Because like I said at the beginning of the vlog, the cold in Australia is very weird. It's very subtle. On paper it's not that cold, but once you're in it, it's actually it's very draining, the cold. I think I'll do a couple more laps and go home and fix myself something to eat. Oh yeah, that's another thing I'll be doing later this year, from maybe October onwards. I'm a foodie, but I like cooking, and I think I'm alright when it comes to cooking. So I'll be doing some cooking videos and mukbang videos. Hopefully you guys really gel with it. Summer's about 5 months away, but when it's summer, I'll make daily videos and I'll show you all the hot spots. You know, when people say Sydney's boring, don't listen to them. Sydney's not boring. It's all up to what you do. It's one of the best countries in the world. Look. Ooh, bro, I don't know if I've reached 10,000 steps for today, but I think I'm starting to feel it in my legs. So I might do one more lap and go home and get some food. Alright bro, thanks for listening to me and my plans for the next year or so, and thanks for sticking around till the end of the vlog. I promise you I'll give you minimum of 4 videos every week and bunch of like dozens of shorts every day. I've got, like I said, I'm not doing it for money. I think I've got a lot of, I don't know, creative juices that's flowing right now. So yeah. So yeah, keep tuned, subscribe and like.